A very good morning and wishing you a terrific Tuesday ahead. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Well. We'll touch upon three things. Global markets edge higher on thin trading. China's 2.3% growth stands out. And Q Bank of America, Goldman and NFLX. Global stocks and US stock futures edged up on Monday as investors awaited a busy week of corporate earnings, economic data and central bank decisions. Futures tied to the S&P 500 added 0.1% after the benchmark posted its biggest one-week loss since late October. US stocks and bond markets are closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day. Among other individual stocks, Stellantis rose 6% as the automaker newly formed from the merger of Fiat Chrysler and PSA Group made its trading debut. ThyssenKrupp rose 7% after the German industrial conglomerate said that it had been awarded a contract to build an electrolysis plant in Canada, and Bloomberg reported that it was considering listing its steel division on the stock market. In Asia, chip stocks and Huawei technology suppliers dropped on Monday after Reuters reported that US is planning to revoke their licenses to work with the Chinese company. In Seoul, Samsung Electronics fell about 3.4%. But overall, Chinese stocks advanced after data showed that world's second largest economy enjoyed its best quarter for a year-over-year growth in 2 years. The benchmark Shanghai Composite Index rose 0.8% by the close. By the terrible standards of 2020, China's 2.3% growth stands out. That sets the country up well for a strong 2021 before some familiar challenges reassert themselves. Official full-year figures released Monday confirmed that China's economy is firmly on the mend, having performed impressively in the worst year for the global economy in recent memory. This is partly because China handled the pandemic well after initial missteps, but it was also lucky, both with its business cycle and because its key export industry, electronics, happened to uniquely benefit from pandemic-related demand in richer countries or developed countries. Although it wasn't broadly appreciated at the time, China's economy was oddly perking up late in 2019 due to the reviving fortunes of two of its largest, most labor-intensive manufacturing sectors, electronics and automobiles. Electronics in particular were boosted first by rebounding global smartphone shipments and then supercharged by the demand for stay-at-home goods. Profits in electronics and autos logged their strongest performance last year since 2017, growing at 15.7% and 7.2% respectively in the first 11 months of the year compared with the same period in 2019. In contrast, industrial profits were up only 2.4% overall. The first half of 2021 seems certain to be strong as developed countries struggle to vaccinate their populace and China's own moderately sized stimulus feeds through. However, as the developed world starts spending more on services again, China's exports may flag. Back at home, many of China's urban car markets are well saturated, in part thanks to previous generous government stimulus programs, meaning the auto industry won't fully pick up the slack. This is some analysis that I read out of Wall Street Journal. On the earnings front, Bank of America and Goldman take their turn in the spotlight. Expectations might be tempered after results from JP Morgan and Citi proved less than stellar. Applying JP Morgan's trading results would mean Bank of America's profit would be unchanged and Goldman would increase about 32 cents, all else equal. This is according to KBW. Investor will focus on Goldman's outlooks, including its investment banking pipeline and updates on strategy along with expenses and the all-important share buybacks. Lastly, Netflix may easily ride a COVID captive audience and a string of hits to an easy beat of its guidance of about 6 million new users. This is according to Bloomberg Intelligence. Revenue expected to come in at about 6.6 billion, should benefit from recent rate hikes, and concerns about cash burn should be laid to rest. That's the update. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.